day 2, baby. Alright, that's better. That's actually one thing I learned yesterday, that I gotta turn off the fan and the AC and everything so it's not noisy in the background. This is my second coffee of the day. It's around 12 p.m. I stayed up really late yesterday. I stayed up until 2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning because I was editing the video. It's been a while since I enjoyed editing a video, but this was nice because I kind of remembered stuff that I said. But anyway, that's not the point of today's video. Since it's Tuesday, I'm heading to Nitra to coach my flag football team. I'm coaching the senior and under 18 category there, and also under 15 today. First of all, for people who don't know me, I play flag football and I'm a coach. Flag football is basically a non-contact version of American football. It's very shifty, quick, athletic. You have less space to make mistakes because the pitch is smaller and you gotta be more precise. I can thank the sport basically for the career that I have currently. Since this July, we're in kind of on a summer break. We have season again in September, and we're going to participate in the Austrian League as well. So what we need to do now is prepare. During the season, you're focusing more on making small adjustments, but when you're on the summer break, you have again a chance to work on conditioning, improve certain movements, and just in general stuff that you don't have time for during the season. During my monologue, the timer went off, which means that lunch is ready, so let's eat. So lunch is here. It's just some quick pasta with pork that I marinated overnight. So as I said, I have practice tonight with the players that I'm coaching, and I want to see if the plan that I created is going to work or if it's going to bring them any trouble, and see if we can get at least a little bit better today. So today we're going to implement into the warm-up a little bit more of a mobility of our upper body, because we're doing mostly lower body mobility. We're going to do some ladder work, cone work, and hurdle work as well. That was really hard to say, honestly. It took me 3 times to get it right. And why we're doing that is because we want to create quick feet, isolate the upper and lower body from each other. That helps the hips flipping, also a little bit the speed, combine it with a little bit of running and sprinting. What we're going to add, and I'm gonna show you this, hold on. So I said that flag is a non-contact sport, but I want to add a little bit of contact because it's very similar to basketball. So we're gonna use this noodle. Every time they're going to be catching a ball, somebody's gonna be standing there and just slapping them with the noodle. That's kind of the plan for today. I'm gonna see how much time we have left. During the practice, if we have time, we're gonna run some one-on-ones. That's very good for just the competitive spirit. Yeah, and if we have more people, maybe we're gonna do some 3-on-3 or classic 5-on-5. So I'm heading now to practice, prepping some stuff because we're training at a different field now. Because our field is under like a summer reconstruction. This is all the things that I'm bringing with me today. I just need to pack up some of the stuff. This is a full bag of cones. And we got footballs, this noodle as I said, some hurdles, and that's my stuff. There's a tennis ball and what do you call it? I'll put the name here, I can't think of the name. And then there's some bands and some of my stuff, so like gloves, cleats and stuff like that. Before I go to practice, I want to talk about some things that I realized yesterday when I was editing the video. Some of it are just extremely stupid things, like I realized when I was editing that I did not turn off the fan that was behind me, so it was just noise. Then in the car I didn't turn off the AC, so you could hear the air coming close to the microphone. On the other hand, on this camera, I'm looking at it now just to make sure and I'm checking it, there was plenty of videos where I forgot to turn on my mic. Don't know why. Another thing is looking into the camera, because there was a lot of conversations or monologues, better to say, where I was looking either away or into the tiny screen that's on the side of the lens instead of looking at the lens. And last but not least, saying less M and like filler words. It's something that I want to work on, and I've been thinking about working on making pauses instead of just saying you know, just fill out the empty space between sentences. I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna head to practice. So currently we're in Nitra. We have under 13 practice going on here, and I'm just setting up drills for the under 15 and older guys and girls. So we're gonna do a couple hurdle drills with step overs and reaction to sides. There's a drop drill right there in the back. We're gonna do a little bit of plyometrics with a push from the single leg into a curl route. In the back we have a little bit of drops again with some mobility and reaction at the end. gonna be throwing balls down there, green and black. They have to react to color, and this is something like a ladder, but they actually have to focus on getting their feet in between these without kicking, and then reacting to color again. I'm gonna fix that. So we have like an hour to practice. In the meantime, there's some quarterbacking going on and stuff. So yeah. Alright, so I'm back from Nitra. It was a really nice practice, even though we had less people than expected. But I had a chance to go more into the details and help out individuals who are newer to the sport or just need constant improvement and constant help during practices. This way I just had the chance to explain some things that might not be as clear when we do them in group exercises, so it was great on that note. What pisses me off though is that my back hurts like hell, and I have no idea why. Like, it's my upper back, upper half of the back. It just hurts on every single movement that I do, and it hurt also in the morning, but it wasn't as bad as it's now in the evening. So I need to do a couple stretches. We did a couple different stretches on today's warm-up, and I could feel that it was loosening up, but it's still very, very stiff. So I just hope that now when I help it release a little bit of tension, that in the morning it's gonna be better. I wanna introduce a segment at the end of every single video where I talk about what I learned today in a few seconds. So what did I learn today? Well, when it comes to football and coaching, that some of my players need way more attention than I expected, and that I need to push them and be hard on them when I'm explaining certain things, because I can see that they're just half-assing it. Secondly, I learned that this is harder than it was yesterday, because I just constantly felt pressure during the day that, all right, I need to think about what I'm gonna film, and it has to make sense, you know? And it's just not coming as natural as I would want. But that's mostly because it's day 2, you know, and I know that these things, once you get into them and get used to the flow and everything, it just works by itself. Next thing I've learned about myself, that I really like having a plan and an idea behind the whole video. What I mean is that I'm structuring it around something during the day. I'm not gonna necessarily call it a problem, because it might not be a problem, but that the whole story kind of ties together from the beginning to the end, and I hope I achieved it today. It's currently 9:11. My plan now is just to finish editing today's video. Tomorrow's gonna be fun because I'm gonna go to the office, meet up with some of my colleagues. We're gonna grab a lunch, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. Need to work out, and there's gonna be a whole lot of things to talk about, so I'll see you tomorrow.